We are live. Hello guys, good evening all. Hello guys, hi everyone. Am I audible and visible to you all? Hello everyone, hi guys. Good evening guys, good evening everyone. Good evening guys, hello everyone, hello everyone. I hope I am audible and visible to you all, so you can properly hear me and see me. The voice is coming properly. You are able to hear me. Good evening guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. Superb, superb. Great. So I think we are pretty much audible and visible. So hi guys, welcome again to the class. Welcome to the gift classes. And I am your faculty, Dr. Siddharth, and I will be taking your zoology class. And I think so this is the first class of zoology. So I will repeat again, I will introduce myself again. I am Dr. Siddharth Yadav and I am your faculty for the zoology subject. So I hope I'm loud and clear. So welcome to the first class of zoology. How are you doing guys? I hope you're doing well, enjoying your vacations. Yes? Are you enjoying your vacations? Yeah, enjoying your vacations, yes or no? Eating a lot of biryanis, enjoying biryanis, watching IPL matches. Are you guys watching IPL matches also? Yeah. Watch it. Probably the last year you will watch it properly, because for the next 2 years, you will not be able to enjoy the matches thoroughly as you are enjoying right now, because the next 2 years, we are going to be in the beast mode to prepare for the NEET examinations, right? Because for the next 2 years, you are going to be preparing for the NEET examination to become a doctor, yes? Yeah, I will repeat my name. I am myself Dr. Siddharth and I am going to take your zoology class, and this is the first zoology class. Welcome to the class again guys. I hope you had your cup of tea, cup of coffee, and I'm seeing that you are enjoying your lectures. You enjoyed your botany class, you enjoyed your chemistry class, you got a lot of learning also, and I hope your exams also went good. Your CBSE and board examinations completed quite a while ago, and you are enjoying right now. And again, we have started with the gift program, where here we are going to teach you some basics about all the 4 subjects, the physics, chemistry, zoology, and botany, which is going to help to connect the dots. Basically, as you come into the 11th and 12th, you need to have a bit of revision of the basic concepts which are there in your 9th and 10th also, and they are pretty much required in your 11th and 12th as well, right? So let us begin. And how many marks I scored, that I will tell you when you meet me in the offline class. I will tell you my rank as well. So where are you from? So I am from Mumbai guys. I am born and brought up in Mumbai. And the last 2 years, I am in Vijayawada here in Sri Gosalites Medical Academy taking the zoology class. Okay guys, so what is the topic today guys? Let us introduce the topic. Today we are going to start with a very basic topic, that is Introduction to Zoology. I hope you are able to see the slides as well. Okay, Introduction to Zoology. So what comes in your mind when you think about the word zoology? Tell me guys, what is the meaning of zoology? Come on, in the chat, come on quickly. What is the meaning of zoology? What is the meaning of zoology guys? Come on, it is animal physiology. It's related to animals. Very good. I can see good answers coming in the chat already. It is study of animals. Very good. So zoo word is related to animals and logy means study. So it is a branch of biology which is dealing with study of animals. Okay, and there are a lot of branches of zoology as well. So when we think about zoology, it's the basic thing. It is a study of animals in a very detailed manner. And zoology is what, guys? Zoology is a branch of biology. So let us see the definition, a proper definition. What is the proper definition of zoology? Okay, so you can read the definition, guys. I hope the screen is very clear to you. So what it is a branch of biology that focuses on what? It has a focus on the scientific study of animals. We are doing a very detailed study of the animals, covering their physiology. As you can see, covering their physiology. Just hold on. I will take a highlighter here. So what does it deals with, guys? It deals with studying their physiology. Now, physiology, what is the meaning of physiology? Physiology, another word, it is a branch of zoology again, where you are studying the body functions like respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, all these functions which are happening in our body. That study is called as physiology. So in zoology, you will also deal with physiology of, that is function study of the animals. You can also study the behavior of animals, why a particular animal behaves in a way. Like you might be knowing this topic that frogs under extreme summer and extreme winter, it is very harsh to survive in those conditions as they are cold-blooded animals. So what they go under? Come on, can you tell me in the chat box? Can you tell me what the frog does? What the behavior of the frog happens? Anyone? Yes, very good. One student gave the perfect answer. The frog will go under hibernation. So this is the behavior of the frog. As it is not able to survive in those harsh conditions without water, it becomes too difficult to survive. So what it goes under? It goes under hibernation process. What it goes under, guys? It goes under the hibernation process. So here we are going to study the behavior. Here we also study the genetics of the animals. What we study, guys? The genetics of the animal. Jaswant, if you are not able to see the video clear, you can just, select the HD option in the YouTube. So little bit, the video clarity will be there. Okay. Yes, it also shows camouflage. Very good. Then we will also study about evolution with respect to zoology. So what is zoology, guys? It is a branch of biology that focuses on scientific study of animals, covering what topics? Covering their physiology, covering their behavior, covering the genetics, covering the evolution part, that how a particular animal has evolved. Like if I talk about human evolution, do you know who are our ancestors? Can you tell at least one name of our ancestor, guys? Come on. We are Homo sapiens today. Okay? Yes, very good. Ape-like creatures, yes. Not monkeys. Homo habilis, very good. Snehita Reddy, very good answer. Homo habilis is one of our ancestors, right? Through which we evolved. No chimpanzees, guys. Okay? So, evolution of different animals we are going to study. In fact, in 12th standard, we are going to talk about in detail of evolution of humans, right? And we also deal with ecosystem. So in zoology, we will also cover which topic? Ecosystem. So in your 11th standard, we are going to talk about physiology, how the body functions. We'll talk about the respiratory system and its function. We will talk about nervous system and its function. We will talk about the excretory system, the kidney and its function. We'll also talk about the reproductive system and its function. That is covering your physiology aspect. And then we'll also talk about the behavior of the animals. How do different animals behave? How do they interact with each other? What is their particular behavior? In genetics topic, we are going to talk about the DNA, the genes, and how does a DNA structure looks like? How does it replicates? What is mutation? How does mutation affects the genetics part, or the how protein synthesis occurs? That all will be covered in the genetics part. And then in very detail we will understand what is evolution, starting right from the evolution of the universe, or the origin of the universe from the big bang, leading to the human evolution. And we will also study ecosystem, where we will study how the animals are interacting with each other, how the animals is interacting with the nature. And this interaction between the animals, between them, organisms between them, and organism and the environment is called as ecosystem. So zoology is actually a very huge branch. And these are the 5 basic things which we are going to study in detail. And we will also explore animal interactions. What we will explore? Animal interactions. Like, have you heard predation interaction? Do you know what is predation interaction, guys? Someone is saying the video is buffering. Guys, just connect to a good internet. Okay, a strong internet connection is required so that the video will come cleaner to you. Okay, guys. Now, exploring animal interaction. While biology is the study of all living organisms, zoology dedicates animals to specifically exploring how they interact with each other and their environment. How do animals interact? Tell me, guys. What is predation? Like a lion hunting a deer. So lion here is the predator and deer is your prey. What is this going on? This is a behavior. This is an interaction between the two animals. And what is this behavior called as? This behavior is called as predation. What is this behavior called as? Predation. Now, can you tell me, when a tiger fights with another tiger for a territory, when a tiger fights with tiger, what is that interaction? Can you tell me, when a tiger fights with tiger, they are not trying to kill each other. They are trying to, mark their territory. So what is that interaction called as? That interaction is called as a competition interaction. Which interaction, guys? Competition interaction. Here both are competing with each other to mark their territory, right? So that is a competition interaction. Similarly, one more type of interaction is there, parasitism. What is there, guys? Parasitism interaction. What happens in parasitism interaction? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what is happening in parasitism interaction? Different kinds of interaction. There is a parasite and there is a host. Parasite takes advantage of the host. This is also one type of interaction. So these are the different types of interaction, host and parasite interaction. It is beneficial for the parasite, but it is harmful for the host. Like simple, you might be knowing about head lice. Do you know about head lice, guys? Small head lice which sucks your blood from your scalp, and that causes a lot of itching and all. Yes, so that head lice is the parasite and you are the host, where it is taking the nourishment from your skin, damaging your skin, damaging your scalp. So what is this? This is a parasitism interaction. So in zoology, we will also cover a lot of interactions between the animals, guys. So this was the definition of zoology, where we will also explore animal interaction. Moving ahead, guys. Okay, so let's move ahead. Let's go to the next slide. Talking ahead. Now, let's talk about the different branches of the zoology. What are the different branches of zoology, guys? Okay, I hope you are able to see the slides. Just hold on a second. There's a little blurring going on here. Is planaria a parasite? No guys, planaria is not a parasite. Just hold on for a second guys. There is some error with the presentation. I will just reload it again. Okay guys, so you can see the different words guys, okay? You can see the different words. Now we will cover one by one what are the branches of zoology. What we will cover guys here? We will cover the branches of zoology one by one, okay? So let us see what are the branches. So whatever things we are able to see, we will focus on that. So first branch we are going to look at is ecology. Can you see guys here? The first branch we are going to talk about is ecology. Are you able to focus here guys? The first branch, ecology. Ecology. Now what is ecology guys? Can you read with me? What is ecology? Ecology is study of animal relationship with their environment. That how an animal is related to the environment or how it is interacting with the environment, including interactions with other organisms, ecosystem and habitats. That is ecology. You're not able to see it guys? Okay, I will just reduce the screen further. Just hold on a second guys. Okay guys, we can go it from here. We can take over from here. Okay, now you will be able to see everything clearly. Okay, is it clearly now? Is it visible now guys? Come on, just give me a thumbs up. Little problem is in the slides there. Now you're able to see the slide guys? Yes. Okay, so let us see what are the branches of zoology. First branch, what do you see? First branch is morphology. Today only you studied what is morphology guys. Today only you studied, I think in the botany class you were studying about morphology. So see what is morphology? What does morphology deals with? Morphology deals with study of external structure of living organisms. So when we are studying the external structure, you say it is morphology. The next part, what is anatomy? Very, very important topic. Anatomy. What is anatomy? When you study the internal structure. So when you study the internal structure of the human body, then it will be called as what guys? Then it will be called as anatomy. Study of structure of internal organs. Like when you study the structure of heart, structure of brain, your skeletal system, that will be called as anatomy. Third branch of zoology. What is it? It is physiology. See, everywhere mostly word logy is coming, and logy means study of something. What is physiology guys? Study of working mechanism of different parts of body. So whenever you study respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, excretory system, reproductive system, all the study of the functioning of the body systems is called as physiology. And these two are very, very important branches actually. in your first year of MBBS, when you're going to become a doctor in the first year, you are going to study the two most important topic, okay? That is the anatomy and the physiology. What you're going to study, guys? Anatomy and physiology. Yeah. Psychology is a different subject, guys. Okay? Next point. Cytology. After physiology, what is there? Cytology. So tell me, guys, do you know what is the powerhouse of your cell? Answer this question, guys. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Come on. What do you say the powerhouse of the cell? Everyone, quickly. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Perfect. Mitochondria. Superb. And if I ask you, what organelle synthesizes proteins? What organelle synthesizes proteins? Come on. What organelle synthesizes proteins? What you will say? Which organelle in the cell helps in synthesizing protein? Very good. Endoplasmic reticulum. Perfect. Perfect. Super. Where is the DNA present in the cell? Come on. Quickly answer. Where is the DNA present in the cell? Some people are saying ribosomes. They are also correct. Ribosomes on the endoplasmic reticulum. That is your rough endoplasmic reticulum. Very good. Together, rough endoplasmic reticulum for protein synthesis. DNA is present in the nucleus. So you already studied a bit about animal cell and plant cell. You have studied a little bit about animal cell and plant cell, and you also studied the organelles which are present inside the cell and their functions. So what is that study of the cell? The study of the cell, here we are calling it as cytology. What we are calling it as, guys? Cytology. Study of structure and function of the cell is cytology. And definitely in this year as well, you are going to study the cell chapter, where in detail you are going to talk about the cell and their organelles. Next branch, guys, very important branch, histology. Histology, guys, come on. The next branch. Okay, let's talk about the next branch. What is the next branch? The next branch here we have is histology. Do you see histology, guys? What is histo? Histo means tissues. Have you studied epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue? Yes? Have you heard of these tissues? Total there are how many tissues? 1, 2, 3 or 4. Come on. Total there are how many tissues? 1, 2, 3 or 4. Simple question to you all. How many total tissues are there? Tell me. Total there are 4 tissues. I am talking about animals. We are talking about animals, guys. Don't go in plants. We are talking about animals. Yes, there are 4 tissues. Some students are correctly answering it. There are total 4 types of tissues. Epithelial tissue, number 1. Connective tissue, number 2. Muscular tissue, number 3. And nervous tissue as number 4. All these tissues are very important for us, because our whole body, whatever organs you have, they are comprised of only of these 4 tissues. There is nothing else. All these 4 tissues in different permutations and combinations are making your organs. And when you study the tissue in detail, that is called as histology. What that is called as? Histology. Very important topic. Histos means tissues and logy means study. So study of tissues will be histology. And again, physiology, very important for you all, very important for your NEET exam. You are going to study in detail about the physiology, about the nervous system, digestive, excretory, reproductive, all the systems you are going to study, and all those chapters combined will at least fetch you at least 15 to 16 NEET questions is going to come from the physiology section in the NEET exam. Then from cytology, at least 4 to 3 questions I am expecting from cytology when you study the animal and the plant cell in detail. And from study of tissues, at least 2 questions you are going to get with respect to your epithelial, connective, nervous and muscular tissue. And after that, what is the next study? The next branch of zoology deals with genetics. What it deals with, guys? It deals with the genetics. So what is genetics, guys? It is study of transmission of characters from one generation to next generations. So when we study genetics, here we study the structure of DNA, how the DNA is carrying the genes, how the genes are responsible for the transcription and translation of proteins, and how these proteins are important for our body functions, right? And all these genes we are getting via our parents. So all these characters, like how you look, how tall you are, what is the skin color, what is the hair type, everything, how smart you are, how intelligent you are, all that things are coming from where? They are coming from the genes. Okay, so very important topic again. And genetics has very two important chapter, the molecular and the molecular basis of inheritance and principles of inheritance. You will majorly study in the botany section, little bit you will also study in zoology. And genetics again is going to fetch you at least 7-8 questions. So you are going to get 7-8 questions. Yes, we are also going to talk about Mendel, a very important person. Yes, father of genetics, Mendel, Sir Gregor Mendel, absolutely right. You will talk about the monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, the law of dominance, independent assortment, all that things will be covered. And along with that, related to the genetics topic, more advancement of the genetics you will talk about is biotechnology. How we are amalgamating, how we are connecting the engineering process with the genetics to make a new branch, biotechnology, right? Moving ahead, guys. Next, what is the next branch of zoology we are going to deal with? Come on. The next branch of zoology we are going to deal with ecology. What logy, guys? Ecology. Now, what is ecology? Next branch, guys. Are you there with me? Come on. Yes? Very good. Someone said dire wolves. Someone VSS Gaming said dire wolves. Dire wolves, I think they were extinct, I think 10,000 years ago. They were lost. And recently, today or yesterday, one news came about that dire wolves are again, they are brought up by the biotechnology process. They have done some cloning of that genes and all, and they have clearly produced one dire wolf. Okay, so basically it gives a ray of hope actually that we are going to bring, or we will try to bring, a lot of species which have been extinct. Okay, sir, please check your internet. Amulya beta, I have checked my internet beta. The internet is absolutely working fine. For few students, unfortunately, the internet connection might be slower at your end. That's why you're getting the buffering problem. I think majority of the students are able to see and hear me clearly. I'm very sorry about that. You're not able to hear it. Okay. So you can do one thing. If you're not able to see right now, let the lecture get recorded, and you will be able to, go through it again see through the recordings. If you're not able to see the live property of the live classes properly. Can just students tell me how many people are able to see the audio, video properly? Can just give me a thumbs up, please? So I can just take a quick voting actually. Can you give me a thumbs up, guys? Students who are able to see the video and audio clearly. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to see the video and audio properly. Sir, do you know Telugu? Kuncham, little bit. It's and bits, I know a little bit. Yes, guys, give me a thumbs up if you are able to see the videos properly. Few students, no sir. Few students, very good. Okay. One thumbs up is enough, Chaitanya. Okay. What are the top marks in concession exam? I don't have any idea about it. Okay, so a quick check has been done, and I can see 70 to 80%, I will say, they are able to see the video properly. Other students, really sorry, there is some issue with your internet, definitely. Not at my end. I have checked proper 120 Mbps speed is going on right now. So no problems from my side, guys. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, come on. The next, okay, quick check is done. Now let's move to the next topic, ecology, the next branch, ecology. Again, the ecology section, total 3 chapters. Total 3 chapters you will get in your NEET exam, ecosystem, biodiversity, and organism and population. Very easy, interesting, fantastic topic where you are studying the interaction basically, or study of interrelationship. What you're studying, guys, here, you are studying the interrelationship between living organism and its environment. How organisms are interacting with each other. Okay, some organisms are, different organisms interact with different, like lion kills the deer. So this interaction you people told like it is predation, sir. Absolutely correct. A tiger fighting a tiger, a male deer fighting another male deer. Okay, again for the territory. That is a competition. A small insect or some fungi causing some harm or some worm infections like ascariasis you might have heard, which causes the intestinal infection. That is a parasitism interaction, right? So a lot of different interactions are happening with respect to organism and organism. And similarly, a lot of interaction happens with the organism and the environment, right? Like right now, I am teaching in the studio room of our college. And okay, there are ACs, air conditions on. Okay, but still there is so much of heat. And what is happening is I'm still sweating a little bit. So how I'm interacting with the environment here? This is my interaction with the environment, that I am sweating. Why I am sweating? That sweating will help me to cool down my body, and that you call as thermoregulation. So thermoregulation, you are very well aware that in summer conditions, we are sweating a lot to cool down our body temperature. And that is one kind of interaction our body is doing with the environment. Similarly, we just now spoke about a frog goes under hibernation in the extreme winter or summer to survive from that condition. And the heartbeat of the frog goes very, very low. It might go 1 heartbeat per minute, where the metabolism of the frog reduces a lot to survive that extreme condition. And as soon as the rain starts, again, they start, flourishing, again, they start reproducing, and again, their numbers grow a lot. Similarly, you might have heard about migration of birds. Do you know a lot of birds migrate from the Siberia, the Siberian cranes, and they come to the Bharatpur, Rajasthan area? Do you know about it? Why the birds are doing migration? Why the birds are going migration? Are they enjoying vacation? They can fly, no air tickets are required, everything, no passport, no visa, no checking directly. They are coming from one country to another country. Yes? Sir, please explain hibernation. Hibernation is to overcome the difficult, conditions. Extreme heat, extreme summer. And frog breathes via skin. The skin is wet. If they are present in such a hot and dry climate, their skin will lose a lot of water and they will die due to dehydration. So that's why they are hibernating in such conditions, right? So tell me, guys, why do the birds migrate? Why do the birds migrate, guys? Come on. Because in Siberia, in the winter conditions, the temperature goes too low. 7 degree, or in minus also the temperatures goes in Siberia. Now to overcome those conditions, those harsh conditions where they are not able to survive, they will fly to an area where it is more suitable. So even though in Rajasthan there is winter, but they will still migrate and come to Rajasthan because that is more, soothing, better surviving conditions are there here. and once the conditions are over, they will go back again. So this is again a migration. Migration is basically what? It is a interaction. Am I clear, guys? It is an interaction of organism with the environment. Interaction of organism with the environment. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, symbolism. Indrani, you are little wrong. It is not symbolism, but good attempt, I will say. It is a symbiotic relationship. Okay, or mutualism, I will say. You are trying to say one interaction here, mutualism, where both the interacting organisms are benefited from each other. Yes, it is not symbolism, beta, it is mutualism. Okay, it is symbiotic relationship. Okay, where symbiosis, correct word, where both the organisms are getting benefit from each other. Very good, Rishwita Reddy. Lichens is the correct answer. And lichen is an association of fungi with algae. Algae gives the food, fungi gives the place to stay. The algae will stay there, it will get some minerals and all, and both are helping each other. A symbiotic relationship is also known as mutualism. Okay, guys? So that is what ecology is about, that how organisms are interacting with each other and how organisms interact with the environment also. Very important topic again. At least 7 or 8 questions you are going to get in the NEET exam from the ecology section as well. Okay. Then moving to the next branch of the zoology, guys. What is the next branch, guys? Can you see the last word here? Taxonomy. Taxonomy. Did you study, guys, taxonomy a little bit in your 9th and 10th standard? What is taxonomy? So what it is? It is study. Basically, we are doing study of identification. Like you became a great zoologist, a great botanist, and then you went into the jungle, okay, in the Amazon forest and all, and you are searching some new species of some animal or plant. Okay, you discovered one plant or a new species. So what you will do? You will basically compare the character of the animal or the plant with the different phylum, class, division present in front of you, and accordingly you will classify it. Okay, is it first of all, is it an animal or a plant? Then an animal, what is it exactly? Is it a mammal? Is it a reptile? Is it a fish, or it is an amphibian? And accordingly you will classify its order as well, family as well, and then you will also give a name to it. You will also give a name to it, right? So first of all, identification of new species, then classifying it, classifying in a proper order, classifying in a proper arrangement. Like how do you classify animals? What flowchart is there in the animals do you follow? First of all, you classify the animal with respect to kingdom Animalia. After that, you will put up the phylum, then you will put up the class, then you will put up the order, then you will put up the genus, and finally you will put up the species. So a proper classification has to be done, starting from kingdom till species, right? So identification, classification, and also giving name. Also giving name to the species. Naming of the species is called as nomenclature. What it is called as? A nomenclature of the living organism. So again, a very important topic, taxonomy, which mostly you will study in the botany part. The taxonomy part is mostly covered in the botany section. There you will study what is taxonomy, who is the father of taxonomy. You might have heard one name of the scientist. Very good, Rishwita Reddy again. Superb answer. Carlus Linnaeus, known as the father of taxonomy. He gave binomial nomenclature. What he gave, guys? Binomial nomenclature. That every animal will have, or plant will have, 2 names. One is the genus and another is the species. What are the rules of binomial nomenclature? How do you name it? All that things again you are going to study in the classification of organism chapter. There is a chapter where you will study in detail about how to classify the animals and plant. Yes, very good. There is nomenclature of organic compounds also. There you study in chemistry. Okay, IUPAC that is called as, but that is the chemistry aspect. Here the nomenclature aspect is with respect to naming the plant and animals. Okay. So I hope guys, the specific epithet, the species, very good Balaji, absolutely right. So these are the branches which we are going to deal with, and very important branches: anatomy, physiology, cytology, histology, genetics, ecology, and taxonomy. So every branch of zoology is important. Okay, every branch, because from every branch what I can see, at least 5-6 questions are covered in your NEET exam. That's why every section, every branch of the biology or the zoology, we have to study in detail. And all this detailing is done in the other chapters. Okay, guys. Moving ahead. Moving to the next slide. The other branches of the zoology. Let us see the first branch. What is the first branch here, guys? Come on, tell me. Embryology. Okay. So again, what is embryology, guys? Embryology is study of development of embryos, how a particular embryo develops. So post fertilization, when the gametes fuse, you get the zygote. Now the zygote will develop into an embryo will give out into a life. How a life is formed, like how much time does human embryo takes to develop into a fetus, into a proper child? The fetal development, guys, tell me how much time it will take. How much time does a human embryo takes to develop into a proper human being? Come on, guys. 7 weeks? No, guys. Answer in the months. It will be how many months, guys? Come on. Total 9 months. So 9 months is the pregnancy period where the embryo completely develops into a proper newborn baby. That will take roughly 9 months. Okay. So that is for human aspect. That is the gestation period. Very good. Datta Jantai, absolutely right. Gestation period is the time taken for the embryo to develop into an organism. And that is roughly, yes, correct, 275 to 280 days. That is also correct. 9 months for humans, that is also correct. Absolutely right. And here also, you are going to study in detail about embryology. So there is a chapter, human reproduction, which we are going to study, okay, in the 12th standard, where we are going to talk about embryology, that what are the development happening in the human fetus. Like at the first 3 months only, all the organs, all the limbs, head, everything is developed. So a 5 centimeter small baby is developed with everything, with the heart, with the brain, with the limbs, everything in the first 3 months. And the same structure keeps on enlarging for the next 6 months. So that is the gestational period, how the embryo develops. Every week we will talk about what are the things we are saying. Okay, when the limb movement starts, when the baby starts kicking, when the hair grows, when the eyelashes grows. Okay, all that things we are going to talk about in the human reproduction part. Okay, that is your embryology. Now, one interesting question. Like for human baby, it takes 9 months. Correctly, everyone said. Yes, blastocyst development, absolutely. So some children are born at 7 months also. Yes, there is a bit of problem. Okay, premature development happens and the baby gets delivered. That is a different aspect, guys. Okay, we will cover that later when you meet me personally. I can discuss that topic. Now, limb. Akula, it is a limb. I am talking about limb. L-I-M-B, limb development I was talking about. Now, I'm going to ask you one basic question, guys. Let's see how many of you give the right answer. Don't use the Google, okay? So, Gen Z people, don't use the Google. Answer this question. Do you know what is the embryological development time or gestation period, that how long the pregnancy of an elephant will take? Anyone? I'm asking how long an elephant's baby will take to develop. Like humans, we said it will take 9 months. So for an elephant's baby, it will take roughly how many months? Okay, we got one answer. Hatmika, 20 months. Yes, very close. Atmakuri Swapna, yes, very good. That is 22 months. Yes, correct. Absolutely right. The right answer is 22 months. So elephant baby, the most prolonged gestation period where the development, but obvious, hathi ka bacha hai, elephant's baby hai, so it will take definitely a lot of time. So here the embryological, see all the organs, reproductive system, excretory system, everything will develop like us. But since the animal is too huge, it's the biggest mammal, I will say, after the whale, I will say, it takes roughly 22 months. That is 2 months short of how many years? Of how many months? 2 months. 2 months short of 2 years. So it is having the prolonged gestation period for the development. Okay? Can anyone tell me for dogs how much it is? Some dog fans might be there having pets. How much the gestation period will be for dogs there? For a dog, yes. Dogs, puppies. Yes, absolutely right, Rishvita. It takes 3 months only. Okay? So smaller the animal, basically the gestation period is little smaller, and larger the mammal or larger the animal, I will say, the gestation period will keep on increasing. Okay? So this we are going to talk about in the embryology section. Okay, next topic, guys, come on, let's move ahead to the next branch of zoology. The next branch of zoology is paleontology. What is the next branch, guys? Paleontology. What is paleontology, guys? Paleontology is study of fossils. Is study of fossils. What about whales? You can find out, that is your homework. You can find out about the blue whale. Okay. Now, next branch, guys. Come on. What is the next branch? Come on, quickly. Okay. Paleontology. Paleontology. What is paleontology? Study of fossils. Do you think study of fossil is important, guys? Do you think study of fossil is important? Why study of fossil is important to us? Why study of fossil is important to us? Okay, you are saying yes, it is important. Why it is important? Why important? To understand the process, to understand the process of evolution, that how from a simple organism, a complex organism has evolved. And the absolute proof that evolution has occurred is fossils. What is fossil basically? Can you tell me, guys, what is fossil? Fossils are basically hard remains. What are they? Mostly hard remains of an organism, mostly the bones. Do we have bones of dinosaurs as well? You might have seen Jurassic Park movie. Yes? You might have seen the T-Rex, the biggest dinosaur, the Brachiosaurus with the long neck. Do you think dinosaurs were really there? How do you know they were really there? Because, why? Because we have got fossils of them. And by doing radioactive carbon dating, we got to know that million years ago, they were present. Okay, so we got the hard remains of the different dinosaurs. Different dinosaurs were present in the different time period. Like the most prominent time period was the Jurassic period. The Jurassic period was the most prominent period where the dinosaurs were the dominant species once upon a time. Then some people say meteoroids hit, ice age came, they couldn't survive, and they were gone. Okay? And what is the proof that dinosaurs were there, reptiles were there? The dinosaurs were basically reptiles, and the proof is the fossils. Do we got human fossils as well? Some of you answered Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Neanderthal man, you might have heard, some of you. So what are these? These are our extinct ancestors through which we have evolved. But what is the proof? The proof is the hard remains. And once you got the fossil, you can do the radioactive carbon dating and you can understand on what time scale. Okay, like we say that Earth has evolved 4.5 billion years ago. Earth has evolved how many years ago? 4.5 billion years ago. So if I draw the time scale of the Earth, it is 4.5 billion. And at some point of time, different organisms have evolved, right? Starting from the prokaryotes to eukaryotes, from eukaryotes to plants, fungi, the animals. In animals also, the vertebrates and the invertebrates all have evolved on a particular timeline. So whenever we get any fossil, first what we do? First we understand what is the fossil of, and then we will do the radioactive carbon dating. So we will understand in what time scale it was present in the past time period, and that is called as a geological time scale. So once you get the fossil, you can understand its age, at what timeline period it was there. So you can place the fossils, okay, as per the time scale, and you can understand by placing all the fossils on the time scale that which organism evolved during which time period, and that will give you a little idea. About how evolution occurred. Like, can you tell me who are the ancestors of the dogs? How dogs evolved? Who were the ancestors of all the dogs? Today we have so many, the breeds of the dogs. Okay, but all these breeds have evolved from where? Who is the ancestor? Exactly, very good, Atma Puri Swapna. Exactly, the grave wolf. The grave wolf, which is extinct, the Canis lupus, is the ancestors to all, because one, we have also got the fossils of different dog-like animals, okay, and we have arranged them in the time scale, and it is got to know that the grey wolf is the ancestor of all the dogs present today. Am I clear, guys? Next, after study of fossils, so very important topic, study of fossils, paleontology. This can be asked as a question itself in the NEET exam. What is paleontology? Because this paleontology word is there in the NCERT. Okay. Next branch, guys. What is the next branch, guys? Come on. Ethology. What is the next branch of zoology? Ethology. What is ethology, guys? Come on. Ethology is study of animal behavior. Why a particular animal behaves in a particular way. That is called as ethology. Different animals behave in a different way. Different animals behave in a different way, and every animal has its own behavior. Humans behave in a different way, dogs behave in a different way, cats behave in a different way, elephants behave in a different way, birds behave in a different way, and every organism, in fact in every species, the behavioral difference is there. So to study their behavior is called as ethology. Very, very important. And next branch of zoology, we are going to talk about endocrinology. What is the next branch, guys? Endocrinology. Sir, why these fossils do not decompose? Naveed, very good question. See, the fossils are, deposited in the sedimentary rocks. Okay, and they are buried deep in the sedimentary rocks. Okay, and bones, when they are buried too much in the sedimentary rocks, what happens? Whatever the bacteria they require, the conditions, it is not present, and then the decomposing process will stop. Organic matter will decompose, but the remaining skeleton part will remain. It will be buried in that. And in an excavation process, when some paleontologists, they are excavating some rocks and all, okay, suddenly they may come in contact with the fossils, which is not completely decomposed, especially the bone part. But when you go to the northern area, like in Russia and all, you might have heard we got a woolly mammoth fossil, which was not completely decomposed. The fur and everything was preserved. Why? Because in very cold conditions, the fur and everything do not decompose properly. So in a very cold climate, you may get a properly preserved fossil, a mummified fossil, I can say. Okay. Sedimentary rocks are a type of rocks, guys, that we will discuss in the, in another part in geography, that is covered. Okay. Can visit a bit of geography and understand. Next, Endocrinology. Next branch, guys. Next branch. Let's move it to the next branch. Endocrinology. What is endocrinology? Study of structure and function of endocrine system. Can anyone tell me what do endocrine system secrete? Tell me. What do endocrine system release? Absolutely right, guys. Rishvita Reddy, very good. Right answer is hormones. What they release? Hormones. Absolutely right. So we have endocrine system which helps us to regulate the bodily functions, right guys? We have neural system. Neural system is very fast, very quick, a quick coordinating system, okay, connecting all your organs and helps in the functioning. And there is one more system which helps in coordination of all the organs and doing the metabolism, and that is your endocrinal system. So I will say both nervous system and endocrine system together interact in a manner to control your metabolism, to maintain the homeostasis or the balance of your body functions. Am I clear? Can you tell me some endocrine gland names? Come on. Endocrine gland names. Which is the endocrine gland present in your neck? Which is the endocrine gland present in your neck? In the neck area, guys. Here. In the neck area, guys. I'm talking about the neck first. Very good. The answer is thyroid gland. Which gland? Thyroid gland. Absolutely right. And which hormone does it secrete? It secretes a very important hormone, that is your thyroxine hormone. Which hormone? Thyroxine hormone. Again, thyroid gland, a very important gland, secreting the T3 and the T4 hormones, thyroxine, which is very important for your metabolism. Thyroxine controls all the bodily functions. Mostly it affects all the bodily functions. Your respiratory system, your digestive system, your excretory system, your nervous system, your alertness, everything is controlled by your thyroid gland. Okay. And a lot of people in India suffer from the thyroid problem as well. Many of our mothers and sisters who are there, they suffer from a common problem, that is insufficiency, deficiency of thyroxine hormone, which you call it as hypothyroidism. What that is called as, guys? You might be knowing of this problem. In your home, some people might be taking the thyroxine tablets as well. They are suffering from which problem, guys? They are suffering from the problem called as hypothyroidism, where the thyroid gland is not secreting enough T3, T4, thyroxine hormone. Yes, and that disease is also known as the goiter. Now in goiter, there are also various types. The goiter types we are also going to discuss. There is one type of goiter where thyroxine hormone decreases. And there is another type of goiter. Goiter means the swelling of thyroid gland. Goiter means the swelling of the thyroid gland. So one type of goiter where thyroxine hormone decreases, hypothyroidism. Then the people will start taking the pills, the Thyronorm pills or the thyroid hormone tablets. And then another problem is there where the people suffer hyperthyroidism. Now what is hyperthyroidism, guys? Where the thyroid gland is swollen and thyroid secretion increases. And mostly hyperthyroidism is a very dangerous condition. Okay, hyperthyroidism occurs very rarely, in which the thyroxine hormone increases. So why does it swells? Okay, sir, why do we snore? Nikhila Sai, again, that is a very interesting topic that we can discuss later. Some people are writing about myxoedema. Very good, Ajay Verma. Myxoedema is one of the type of the hypothyroidism where thyroid hormone is decreased. When iodine insufficiency occurs, like people who are living in the hilly areas, the salt which they eat is lacking iodine. The salt which they eat is lacking iodine, and due to iodine deficiency, the thyroid gland may expand, and that is called as the simple goiter. Now, some students are writing about exophthalmic goiter, like Snehita Reddy. Exophthalmic goiter. Exophthalmic goiter is a goiter in which the swelling of your thyroid gland is there, eyes are bulging out, the eyeballs are bulging out, okay, protrusion of the eyes are literally bulging out a little bit, you can see the contour of the eyeball, and that is called as the exophthalmic goiter. All these things, guys, all the different diseases of thyroid gland, because majority of the people in the whole world, in India especially as well, a lot of people are suffering from hypo and hyperthyroidism, especially more with hypothyroidism. So very important gland we are going to study in endocrinology, which is thyroid gland. And I'm very happy that a lot of students are very well aware with the different terms and terminologies. Okay. And the students who are not aware, it's okay. Okay, we are going to study this gland again in detail, because chemical coordination is a separate chapter in your physiology section, where you are studying all the glands. You will study the thyroid gland, you will study the pituitary gland, which you also known as the master endocrine gland. The hypothalamus is there, adrenal gland, pancreas, all the glands we are going to study and their functions in the section of endocrinology. And again, at least 2 to 3 questions are going to cover in the NEET exam in the endocrinology section. Am I clear, guys? Yes, everyone? So I think are you the same teacher for the offline class also, sir? Yeah, definitely. You will get all fantastic teachers. Okay. All teachers are fantastic. You will enjoy the learning process. Okay. Yes, Ajay Verma, it's the master endocrine gland. Will you explain again in the college? Yes, Chimtu, absolutely. See, here the zoology topic is too vast. Every branch has so much information. Okay. I am just talking about the important parts. Okay. And when you come in the college and when you study one by one glands in detail, what is the structure of the gland? What are the cells present in the thyroid gland? How they secrete the hormone? What is the function of those hormones? Okay, every aspect will be covered. Okay. Sir, non-toxic nodular goiter, again, that is a case of a tumor which happens in the thyroid gland you are speaking of. So every student here in the chat box is coming from different background. I think some are from the CBSE background, some are from the state board background. Some people have studied those disease names and glands. Some people have not studied that in detail. So don't worry. Some people are answering it. Some people are not answering. It's absolutely all right. We are all going to start from the basics. Okay. Okay. So that is the endocrinology section. I think, guys, we are short of time now. I think the time is over, time's up. I think it's time of toss now. So now I am free, but you are not free. I think you will have one more class after this. I think the physics class will be there after this. So enjoy the next class, physics class. I hope you enjoyed the class. So I will now tell you bye-bye. Okay, I hope you like the classes, guys. In the next class, again, we will continue with the basics of the zoology, the terminology, and the branches, and more detailing we will see. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, 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 everyone. Take care, take care. See you next time. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Chill, chill, chill. Enjoy.